Do you know what happened this first Easter? The story of Jesus. Jesus on trial. During Passover celebration, Jesus, now famous for his message of God, visited Jerusalem to honor him. People threw flowers and palm branches at his feet. He visited a temple that was being misused by priests. They had filled it with animals and moneylenders. Jesus turned the moneylenders' table over and sent the animals back to the street. He began to speak and teach his followers. The priests were angry and jealous of Jesus. One of Jesus' disciples, Judas, was also discontent with Jesus. He had grown unfaithfully, waiting to destroy Jesus. The priest gave money to the disloyal Judas to tell them where Jesus was. Judas broke his faith with Jesus and did what the priest asked. That day, Jesus told his followers, "Soon I will be arrested and put on trial." They became very worried. At supper that evening, Jesus told them, "This will be the last time we eat together. Soon one of you will give me away to my enemies." After supper, Jesus walked with the disciples to the Mount of Olives. He prayed to God in the garden there. With Judas' help, the high priest guards arrested Jesus for breaking Jewish law. He was found guilty and sentenced to death for claiming to be the Son of God. Under dread by the mob of Jesus' enemies, the Roman governor Pontius Pilate agreed to carry out the death sentence. The first Easter. Pontius Pilate ordered that Jesus would be crucified, taken by guards. Jesus was whipped and beaten. The guards teased him about calling himself a king. They made him wear a purple robe and a crown of thorns on his head. Early in the morning, he was led to Golgotha, a hill outside Jerusalem, with two other prisoners. Jesus carried a wooden cross to the hill. As he passed the crowd, some of them remembered Jesus' good deeds and began to cry when they saw him weak and bleeding. At Golgotha, Jesus and the other two men were stripping of clothes, and their hands were nailed to the cross. A crowd gathered around Jesus. Friends could hardly bear to see his pain. Jesus asked John to look after his mother. At noon, all light left the sky, and the day became dark. Jesus said, "Father, into your hands I give my spirit." Then he died. Two friends of Jesus, Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus, took Jesus down from the cross. They wanted to give him a proper burial. They washed his body and wrapped it with fine lint, and his friends laid him in a tomb and rolled a large stone in front of it. On The next day, the Sabbath, Jesus' friends mounted. They went to visit the tomb, but found that the stone had rolled away. All that remained inside the tomb was the clothing Jesus was buried in. It looked like someone had been stolen Jesus' body. Weeping at the grave, Mary was surprised to hear a familiar voice say her name. It was Jesus. He said, "Tell everyone I am on my way to be with my heavenly Father." Mary spread the news that Jesus had risen from the dead, but Jesus could not stay on earth. He had to return to his Father in heaven. The people who loved Jesus knew they would not see him again, but they were not sad. They knew Jesus would always be with them. Since the first Easter, millions of people have come to love and trust Jesus for the peace and purpose he has brought to their lives. The end.
What's your favorite gift from Jesus?
He died for us so we can be with him again.
What's your favorite Easter song?
Gethsemane, Gethsemane. Jesus loves me, so he went willingly to Gethsemane.